Welcome to my Zoom studio.
Hello, my name is Nicky Harley and I'm a theatre maker and actor who usually performs in a kind of traditional theatre setting, but I am now, at this moment in time, performing on Zoom.
We are making a new storytelling art form and it's very, very exciting.
I can't believe I'm actually making theatre on Zoom using technology. It's absolutely bonkers.
Zoom theatre forces you to try and make a piece of theatre that is full of interactivity because you're very aware of all the people who are watching it on the screens.
Working in Zoom's been an incredible experience. It's really different.
It's challenging. It's at times hard. But the main thing is it's exciting, it's fresh, it's joyous, it's new. It's so thrilling to think that we are at the forefront of a new art form that's developing out of this lockdown situation. I'm so unbelievably thankful that I get to be in a room with people, albeit a virtual one.
As the stage manager, a normal day for me in Big Telly might involve me hiding in a chimney and setting up smoke bombs or operating 5 different audio devices at once. Zoom theatre is completely different and it's a completely different type of stage management. I'm now vision mixing and operating sound and all the other things from the comfort of my spare room.
Making theatre online is a completely new experience for me, one that I did not see happening, but once you're in it, you know what, it's great. You log on each rehearsal session, you see these lovely little faces looking back at you.
The initial prospect of creating a piece of theatre with 9 artists I'd never worked with before over a Zoom call while sitting in my bedroom in Fermanagh was a wee bit terrifying, but after the first rehearsal I think all those sort of worries left me because the cast are just so energetic and so up for the crack and so helpful.
You can work with everyone, anyone, all over the world. Together you can make something special that you might not have been able to make before.
So the fact that I'm in a room with other actors and creatives and technicians and everything and we're working together to make theatre is fantastic.
The kind of atmosphere and the feeling of this lovely little cast that you're working with online is so supportive and it feels very connected, which is crazy to think that we're not in the same room. It very much feels like we are together.
People's willingness to just throw themselves into anything and their commitment to making ideas work is completely joyous.
One of the best parts is you get to meet and work with new people you haven't worked in a new way. And the amount of input people has that's so different than normal, like artists and stage managers and makers all contributing in different ways that they wouldn't necessarily work in a regimented theatre kind of show.
The theatre maker in me really embraces the challenge of trying to create spaces. You're your own technician, you pull together your own costumes, you're in charge of the little world that you create that's part of the bigger picture.
If you're a technical person, you already have an advantage. If you're not a technical person, you have to start learning about things like green screens, virtual backgrounds, camera setup, lighting, mics, all those kind of things that maybe on a day-to-day basis an actor wouldn't have to think about. So you're having to use your skills in loads of different ways.
I have to admit, at the start it's really challenging. I mean, I couldn't even turn the computer on before lockdown. So it's actually quite amazing though, the world that has opened up to me. It is, I mean, it's bonkers what you can do in a wee small space and using this technology. You're able to go up and down in lifts and have different backdrops, have things flying in at you.
A bit challenging because it's very intense. Everything is sped up.
2 hours on Zoom is like 10 hours in the rehearsal room. It's so focused and so quick, and we were able to accomplish so much so quickly. It's an astounding thing.
Managing a piece of Zoom theatre has presented me with challenges that I would never anticipate in a normal theatre experience. The fact that anyone, audience or cast member can lose internet connection or have a low bandwidth can really affect the show. I can't tell you how weird it is when mid-show a cast member pops up in the waiting room and you have to get them back in ready for the next scene without anyone in the audience knowing anything's wrong.
It's obviously nothing like anything we'd all ever done before. So what we're trying to do is take our old stuff, our old techniques and everything we've learned from our years of working in the arts, and trying to get that on Zoom to see if that works, but not also learning new skills and working with technology in order to create something that's brand new.
It's incredible. I think with any piece of work that you construct, as long as you have the right group of people around you, anything is possible.
If you come around the back, you'll see what we're doing with these cogs, because the sheet on the back wall becomes a green screen.
Instead of me talking about it, I thought I would show you very quickly what my setup has been, which has been developing over the weeks of lockdown.
We have a fantastic director. Zoe just directs you in ways that you never knew were possible.
It really does push you to just jump outside your comfort zone and give it a go.
Also the possibility of telling stories in a new way, in a smaller way, in an interactive and an almost one-on-one way that you can't do in theater, in a 600 seat theater, obviously, is exciting, and it's been really interesting.
In this current environment, like, it's not always easy when you can't leave the house and you can't express yourself creatively the same as you would have before. But now all of a sudden you have a world to lose yourself in and start to create with other people. And that's hopefully what we'll be able to do for the audience as well, that they'll be so immersed in our world as well that they can leave their house for a moment and be part of that.
In this form, we are going to live interact with the audience.
What I'm really looking forward to is interacting with audience members from all across the country, and having crack and how they can help to make the show. Without them, it's not possible. We need audience members to make the show with us, and for me, that's really exciting. I think in this time where we're all sort of locked down in our own houses, it's great to feel part of something that's massive. That there's up to 100 people who can be in the audience with all those performers, and I think that sense of everyone being together and creating something and working towards a goal, it's just really exciting, and it's so lovely. It brings me a lot of joy thinking about it, and I just can't wait to see it and to be in amongst a big group of people like that, even if it is in a virtual space rather than a real space.
Seeing audience members take part all across the world, right from their living rooms, when they're dancing and participating and really enjoying themselves, that's really what live theatre is about, and that's what we're able to do via Zoom.
It just shows, the power of storytelling and creating theatre is always going to be there, even if we are online. It's a thoroughly enjoyable process. I'd recommend it to anyone.
And we're all creating together. Who knew it was even possible?
To be honest, to me, it gave me a glimmer of hope.
So I'm super happy and lucky to be a part of The Machine Stops, and I look forward to seeing it completed.
I think Zoom theatre is exciting and it's new, and it has given me the opportunity to learn so much and to upskill, and I feel incredibly privileged to have been part of the show so far, and I can't wait to see what's yet to come.
What can we do right now that has never been done before?
I have enjoyed every moment, and I can't wait to actually meet this cast in person, and the director in person, and the creative team, and just thank them for how brilliant they are and how helpful they've been.
Theatre on Zoom. I give it a thumbs up.
That's what it's like performing on Zoom.
Zoom is a strange little new world, but I'm so glad that I'm a part of it.